and welcome back to Tiye Noelle Show. We are on episode 10, guys. Woo. Clap, guys. You would think this was a funeral. My God. Anyways, we're on episode 10, double digits. We've been doing this for 10 weeks. We'll talk about more about that in the show later, but I'm very, very happy that we made it. Huh?
To 1. Swap them around.
Oh.
0.
Oh, from 0 to 1.
10.
It's true. Oh, yeah, sorry. 0 to 10. We made it, guys. And we barely killed each other. They're sick of me, really. Oh my God, guys, if you saw what was going on before this. Oh my God. But yeah, we made it to 10. We're going to talk about it more in the show, but I'm just so grateful for the people that have been watching for the 10 weeks. If you've only been popping in every now and again, it's fine. It's hot topics. It's forever changing. So you come this week, you might not come next week, but you come again. But you know what you should do though? Subscribe. Subscribe always. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're gonna go into what my weekend was saying, because guys, my inner child has lived a beautiful weekend. So let's go into this. Guys, I saw my Mian. I saw my Mian that has been my Mian since I was like 10, 13 years old. I saw B2K, I saw Bow Wow, I saw Pretty Ricky, I saw the what's it? Franchise Boyz, I saw Bobby Valentino, I saw all the people, and honestly, it was the best weekend of my life, just because it reminded me of the little girl who used to write fan fiction about Bow Wow. I sang my heart out. Shout out to Liz. Yes, Ken, I used to write fan fiction about Bow Wow and Omarion and J-Bugs and Lil Fizz and all of B2K. Yes, I did. I had posters on the wall. Like, I got into marketing because I was designing covers and posters for like this fan fiction page. Like, that's who I was.
Inquiring minds want to know what type of fan fiction you were.
Well, some of it was erotica. I'm not gonna lie, literally. Literally, because of this used to plague my mind when I was just a youngster. Yeah, no, honestly, like, what's his name? Jerome Dickey Harris, whatever his name is, didn't have nothing on me. Miss Zane had nothing on me, honey. Listen, Chris Brown used to take me down. You know, that's the kind of stories I used to write. But yeah, I literally lived my best life. It's not even funny. We sang our hearts out. You know, a few weeks ago we was talking about Baby Blue. I take it back. He did amazing. He did amazing. Breath Control, really good. I think when you see the clips, someone's just zooming in and adding sound effects to him looking a sloppy mess. But in the grand scheme of things, he knows exactly what he's doing. He also didn't come out of that shirt. He kept that shirt on. And I feel like it worked for us. Do you know what I mean? Bobby Valentino came, sang Slow Down. It was so great. But do you know who really, for me, killed the show? Bow Wow. Obviously, we're seeing all the groups and everyone's performing together and it's like, you know, unity. But Bow Wow did the whole set, I feel like more than half an hour by himself and killed it. He was fine as hell. He was like controlling the stage. He was talking to all the ladies. He was giving motivational speeches. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm going to put a poster of Bow Wow back up on my wall. I might start writing the fan fiction again. He was so, like, Bow Wow was so good. It reminded me, like, I also, one time I met him at Tiye. Do you remember when?
Fan fictional?
No, this is real life.
Okay.
This is not me being glued. This was when he had the Wanted album and had Fresh as I Am is on it, which is my favorite Bow Wow song. And the UK used to have TRL, the UK version, and my uncle used to do the cameras on it. So every time there would be someone famous, like, he'd be like, "Do you want to go see them?" And then I would get to go see whoever it was. And I brought my friend Rihanna. And that day we wrote a whole letter to him being like, "Oh, we love you with Sierra," like all these things, right? When I met him, I was so starstruck in person. All I could be like, I gave him my CD so he could sign it. I feel like I hugged him. And that was it. I couldn't give him the letter. I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak nothing. No, Rihanna, my friend Rihanna Dawkins can speak. This actually happened, 100%. I have this signed copy still to this day. I have the letter that I was meant to give him to this day in my memories box because I was too scared to actually speak and tell him about this letter. Anyway, I say this to say, love that man. The concert was amazing. Would go again. Detroit was a good time too. Food wasn't that great. But Detroit was great. The men of Detroit, yeah. If you're a black woman, particularly a dark-skinned chocolate woman, and you want a chocolate man who's fine, dresses well, smells good, makes money, and likes chocolate girls, go to Detroit. I had a time I did clean up very well. Yeah. So that was the outfit. I look cute.
So might you be taking?
And I also got merch, and I wore it to bed because I was so excited.
So might you be taking a few more trips to Detroit?
Yeah. I might also have a Detroit visitors coming soon.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted. Bye, guys. So all in all, Detroit was a C+, B-. The food wasn't that great, but that's because I've been to New Orleans. And once you've been to New Orleans, the food many places is not going to compare. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to Fixins. I had some other pork chops. That was delicious. Probably the best thing I ever ate there. And I would go back to Detroit just for that. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into why you're really here. Not about me, but hot topics. Let's get to that. Okay, so we're going to shout out the wins first. Kanye West is back. He's got his new album, Bully. And he just did 2 sold-out shows in LA. This is the Kanye West that we love. This is, his creative bag. Everyone's saying that the new album is giving old school Kanye. I know a few people didn't like the production value of it all. They said that there was a few people missing, comments. What's his name again? The one with the big teeth that writes for him.
Yeah.
They're no longer friends, and people have said that they could hear that ghostwriter wasn't there.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? The genius that Kanye is and all with his team. But some of the people that were there to perform was Lauryn Hill, Travis Scott was there, and what's her name? Northwest. Northwest performed a song with him, and I thought that was really cute that he brought his first child out for his big performance. This apparently reaped. This performance basically is reaped the right word for that, but 33 million for 2 shows. I don't understand how they calculate that, but apparently 13 million of that was from the first show alone. I don't know how you can sell that many tickets. Like, how expensive are these tickets that you're bringing in 33 million in 2 days?
Maybe it's not just the tickets. Maybe it's like meet and
sponsorships. Okay, fair.
True.
No, I'm sure it's just probably just more than that. But in my mind, I'm still just like, how many? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like that seems extreme for 2 shows, but they said that allegedly 33 million for two shows. The People magazine.
Oh.
I don't know about that. But anyways, remember, he apologized for all his anti-Semitic messages. He kind of disappeared for a bit, said that he wants to be forgiven for his actions. He's going to change his ways. He then puts out the album. He comes in here. When he did, obviously, that apology, he was, gearing up for this album to drop. The album now drops. And then he also is reportedly headlining for Wireless in the UK. So obviously everyone's like, oh my God, Kanye's back at Wireless. But it has now come out that everyone in the UK, including the Prime Minister, Starmer, is like, get that man out of here. I'm just going to remind you some of the things that he said when he was a MAGA supporter and, spewing all this Jewish hate, was that he wrote a song praising Adolf Hitler. So this is someone who praised Adolf Hitler, said he doesn't really care for Jews because they did kill Jesus. I mean, that's what he said. Anyway, and then he started selling $20 t-shirts with a swastika on it. Then he cried and said that he's sorry. Now he's headlined in Wireless. Everybody said, we don't care about it. Nigga. We don't care about your apology, man. Black men tears ain't white man women tears. Do you know what I mean? So for that, Pepsi out of here, PayPal out of here. Everyone's like, nah. So the fact that these are the biggest sponsors are pulling out of Wireless, I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the headliner now at this point. Because what is a show if your biggest sponsors are not participating in it? Again, similar to what we just talked about with the 33 million for shows, we already said the majority of that maybe not be ticket sales in just full. A lot of it is sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. So if your biggest sponsors are pulling out, you have people maybe they would sell out the show. Is that enough for you to keep him as a headliner? if the Prime Minister is also talking about the fact that he shouldn't be involved, do you then be like, yeah, sorry, Kanye, we've got to find somewhere else?
Who do they go to if not him though?
What do you mean?
Like who next? Like who else are they gonna get to headline 3 shows at Wireless? And I think there's an opportunity there for other sponsors to be like, okay, well they've pulled out now,
so we can get in as well. Yeah, to be fair, I think following up with Drake doing his free shows and the way in which he did it, I don't even know if Kanye can really follow that, to be honest. I think, will he have completely different sets over 3 days that are going to sound very different? I think he could. I think I think he could do 3 different sets. I just don't know if they'll sound that different, unless he does like a 808s, like do you know what I mean? And like unless he does it by album, I can't really see him doing one that like literally doesn't sound completely different.
He may just do the same show 3 days.
I think that's what he's gonna do.
Tweaks, but he's one of the best performers, like rap performers. So I have no doubt that he'll put on a show. Like his Glow in the Dark tour.
Oh no, he's gonna put on a show. Yeah. He's great visuals. Like he's definitely gonna put on a show. I just think in terms of following up that, in terms of how different it was, I think he's gonna do 3 shows, headline all 3 dates. I want a very different show for one, and I don't know if it's gonna be that different. Who knows? I don't know what he's gonna do creatively, right? Like keep up with the difference of it all. I don't know if they will find someone else, as you're saying, like if not Kanye, who? I can't think of anyone else who would be able to do that. With everything that Jay-Z's doing, I'm surprised they didn't pull Jay-Z.
I don't think
he wouldn't sell. Do you think Jay-Z would sell all 3 days out?
Yeah, because people are gonna think, who would he bring? All of his artists, like all of his friends, has a long career to pull from.
I don't think that works in the UK. I think that would work if it was Wireless in the US. I don't think that would work in the UK. It's the way that Kanye will sell out for sure.
Yeah, you also have the people that are like the Kanye stans. I think Jay-Z. I don't know. Yeah,
the Jay-Z stans are grown adults and they ain't going to no Wireless.
Yeah.
Didn't he do Wireless?
He did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did a day, and it sold out. But he did a day. I think it's different when you're doing 3 days.
When he brought Rihanna.
That wasn't Wireless.
That wasn't Wireless.
That was the Hackney Weekender.
Oh.
Yeah. He did Wireless with Justin Timberlake, I believe.
It was what odd pairing, but I feel like they had a song.
They had a song, yeah. It was
Yeah.
They held it at Olympic Park.
Do you think that the politics and the anti-Semitic and all that kind of stuff should mean that he loses out on this opportunity? Because he did apologize, and I'm sorry, but there are many people that have done absolutely more horrific things, and are still president of the United States, or still in this production company, in this movie thing, and blah blah blah, and still able to do all these things. Yeah. Why are we penalizing him for saying something, apologizing, and now wanting to move on?
Yeah, I'm maybe always gonna try to defend Kanye West, I suppose. But I do agree, like, also this may seem like a weak excuse, but he has the whole like bipolar. Do you know what I mean?
It's a chemically imbalanced excuse.
Yeah.
It's a real excuse.
And we just gave old boy that was doing the whole Tourette's thing, we gave him a pass. So, like, I mean,
Ken, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, I agree. Yeah. I mean, listen, like I said, Kanye, for me, I criticize Kanye a lot. I side-eye Kanye a lot. A part of me, sometimes I'm just like, the old Kanye to this Kanye is shaky.
Losing his mom did a number.
Oh, okay. Well, so for Megan Thee Stallion, but you lot don't give her no grace. You lot don't give no grace for Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all still screaming free Tory. And she's the one that got shot. Anyway. Kanye, I hope it works out for you. I hope, like you're saying, Ken, they pull out, other people come in, and you go and do Wireless.
Great show.
Yeah. A part of me a part of me does, though, sometimes feels like people need to feel the consequences of their actions, no matter how talented and how amazing you are. And I think that sometimes people that are powerful feel that they can do anything. do a little light apology, and then they just get a clean slate. And it works for all of these people. And it's not fair that now I'm trying to make an example out of Kanye. It's not really fair on that. I hear it. But at the same time, I'm like, he said some wild stuff about the Black community. No one gave a damn. Finally, he said something about the Jewish community. Now everyone seems to care. But if we think about it in the grand scheme of things, there still hasn't been that much consequence for you to say this. I mean, he was selling swastika t-shirts for $20 on his website. I think that's kind of like wild, not gonna lie. He was saying like Nazis were like, you know, they weren't bad people. I think that's kind of wild. Do you know what I mean?
Slavery was
for him, and slavery was a choice. All of these things. So it's like you apologize, and now you're on tour, and now you're making 33 million.
I think he's one of those people that will not ever face consequences because people have put him into this
genius category,
artist, genius category, and there's many people that have benefited from that, but usually, obviously,
not Black women,
not
the women,
and
the Black
sometimes not Black men. Like usually that goes to your rock stars.
Who's not the Black man that's been able to benefit from this?
No, he's the only person that has been able.
Historically, it's your, your tortured white actor that went through a rough.
I hear it, but I know you're just saying not Black men, but I genuinely think.
No, I said not historically.
No, Ken, I'm saying I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I think you might have been demonized in the white community, but the Black community gonna hold you down regardless.
Yeah, for sure. But we're talking about the larger issue, right? Where we say that
Snoop Dogg, sorry.
No, a bunch of people.
Because Snoop Dogg is a MAGA for real and keeps performing at every rally and stuff. No one cares. But when Chrisette Michele performed at that inauguration, Chili here is donated to Trump. Everyone is like, get rid of them.
Yeah, but we're talking about our culture. I'm talking about the wider picture, right? Why these tortured artists don't get
Jonathan Majors, he's been cast out.
It's like these tragic souls with dark things, right? Because the other day we were saying that Dr. Dre shouldn't even really be
after everything. Dr. Dre, he even has a start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah. Like he faced no consequence.
He beat that woman.
Badly.
The first one beat the woman in the club, broke her nose. Then Michelle, what's her name again? Michelle, with her sweet voice, beat the bricks off that lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Made a whole movie about it.
Did a movie about it. No one cared.
No one cares.
Because who's she?
To him. Right. So those are two different issues that run concurrently. And yet, I do agree with you that I wish there was the same level of consequence when you disrespect our community to when you disrespect the Jewish or any other or the gay community. I just wish there was the same level of consequence. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not.
But we don't owe PayPal. We don't owe Pepsi. Yeah. That's the problem.
So in my head,
we don't even eat. We don't even own BET.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I'm kind of glad to see he's not facing dire consequences, but at the same time, there's another issue of facing consequences.
Well, anyways, let's move on to the next. Since this recording, Wireless has been cancelled and Kanye West has been refused any future entry to the UK. We will talk about this next week. Brandy. We've been talking a lot about Brandy, so I just want to start off before we get into the mess of it all.
She's taken over 50 Cent.
No.
She appears weekly. That's what it is.
This is her second week on here. Don't do her. No one will ever be 50%. Listen, so yeah, Brandy just got her start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And she was like, when she was younger, she said, I'm going to sing my way into these stars. And she did, which I think is so beautiful. Monica was there. Do you know who wasn't there? Ray J. Because after that last thing there with the whole send my booty goons, she said, not because on my precious day.
Everything about himself.
He makes it about him, but also he just makes it ghetto and messy and weird. Like, it didn't have to be that. So she's like, I love my brother, but I have to love him for a distance in this moment. Do you know what I mean? So Issa Rae was there. She spoke about the fact that like Brandy was such an inspiration to all the black girls. And like we all, like she said, Insecure wouldn't have happened without Moesha to like have as a blueprint. And I hear it.
Should have been had a star.
I was just about to say, I was very confused as to why this is happening in 2026. I thought you guys.
Moesha, after Cinderella, after all of her hits.
I think she should have got it in the 2000s, early 2000s. Not now, but do you know what? Better late than never. So she got that, but this is not really why she's in the news right now, which is again very sad. Last week we spoke about her memoir and that coming out, but now another story that's been highlighted separate from this whole Shine situation is her relationship with Boyz II Men member Wanye. He was 22 and he started dating her at 15 years old. And this is an Aaliyah R. Kelly situation without the marriage, if you think about it, because they were traipsing around doing matching outfits and, you know, always together and stuff. And everyone thought this was normal. In her memoir, she talked about the fact that she used to have to hide this from her parents, but her parents were the ones that introduced her to him and was like, you guys should make music together and all this kind of stuff. And I'm not going to lie, Sonia Norwood, I know that you are a momager from the start, but it's giving Pia Madora, not going to lie.
She didn't say to date him. She said
No.
to make music.
No. So Brandy, she was saying that whole Brandy's birthday, Wanye called to sing her happy birthday, knowing that Brandy had a crush on him. Right. So then you're working with this man and you're sending his daughter to write these love songs with this grown-ass man and she's 15 years old. Spending all this time with him. And then they were dating, but because of the public image, they basically said that they couldn't make it public, which is why she ended up going to her prom with Kobe Bryant instead of him. But they were dating and the parents knew about it. She was 15. She was 16. She lost her virginity to this man. He was 22, 23 years old. Weird. Anyway, because she was obsessed with them because she was like, he's a Bible. He's a, you know how they call her the vocal Bible? She was like, these are the pinnacles of Whitney Houston, him, Boyz II Men, like that's her, who she thinks are like the vocal people, right? So she always wanted to work with him. The mum knew. I think that's weird to be honest. And you knew that she would be able to write good songs. He would write good songs for her. You know, he would probably show her the way. He was very involved in the writing of her albums and like her whole like image and all this kind of stuff. And there was things that you knew that Wanye could do that you couldn't do, Sonia. That's how I feel about it. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. So let's not take the onus off him because he also was a grown-ass man. And you could have had any woman in the world, but you decided to go with this 15-year-old woman, who you wanted to have on tour with you, control, you know, because she was this new shining light and you wanted to have this moment. There was also a moment in her book where she said, which by the way, if you listen to the book, it's almost like listening to Moesha. You know when Moesha starts, she's like, and she's writing in the diary. It's like that. I was like, oh my God, this is literally Moesha. So it doesn't feel real, but this is her life. Do you know what I mean? But she was also saying there was a moment in the book where he was like, well, you go do whatever you want to do. I don't even care because I'm going to work with Beyonce. I made her feel bad about herself. What a hating ass.
But it seems like it was a done thing at the time. So
what was a done thing at the time?
Basically,
underage.
Dating under.
Yeah. It was the thing about it is
on young people in the industry.
It was definitely a young thing. It was because she was basically saying at that age she thought that she was grown.
Yeah.
She's grown. She's doing things that other 14 and 15-year-olds are not doing. Like she's going to this award show. She's working with this person. Like she's taking flights and all this stuff. She's making money. She's paying for her family to live. So she doesn't feel like a 15-year-old. But it's only now in hindsight.
Sorry, I'm saying on his side, he's seeing that his peers are doing the same thing and there's no consequences.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because this was very normal. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about, because it's one thing when you talk about the idea that maybe he didn't really know and it was just normal and stuff, but it's also
no, he knew.
He knew
it wasn't normal.
He knew
it was normalized in the industry.
Yeah, it was normalized in the industry, but it's one thing when you're just like, it's normal, and like I just think this is someone I dated and it is what it is. But then when you hear him talk about relationship, and we're gonna play a clip of him at the Breakfast Club when he's talking about the relationship, you realize one, how vulgar and disgusting they are, and almost like she was a thing to be conquered. I think that it was just like she flirted, she was young, I knew who she was gonna be, and I could, so I did. That's what he gave. So anyway, we're gonna play this clip because I was disgusted when I heard it.
And obviously, at a point in time, you guys were like the biggest group, you know, that was out. And you had a celebrity relationship. Were you the only one that was ever involved with a celebrity?
Who was he dating? Kanye was banging Brandy.
He left you lonely, brokenhearted.
No, I didn't actually leave alone.
He was teaching Reggae how to do videos.
I was young too.
She said she was 15 and she had to keep it a secret because she was so young.
See, we did the thing. We did the thing when she was like 16, 17, around that time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You was so you were still a boy too. You
I wasn't old. I wasn't
men
like
yet.
38 years old, nothing like that. I was old enough to. She was old enough to get it. Okay.
But was it legal in the state y'all was in?
I mean, we was always in different states. We was on tour.
They had a nomad relationship.
You know what I'm saying? We just, you know, we didn't do it in the states that it was legal. It was illegal in.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Political.
No. It was, you know what I mean? It was.
Sorry, this wasn't even the full clip, but in this clip still, he says that like she was young, she was old enough to get it.
Disgusting.
This is a 15-year-old girl, and then made it seem like she found out that he was cheating on her and all this kind of stuff because obviously he's a man and they cheat, it seems. But yeah, so he was like, she's old enough to get it. This is a 15-year-old girl, and then they talk about the fact that were they legal in different states?
But that's how they feel about 15 and 16-year-old girls. And I actually don't know that it's changed that much for a large population of uncles.
Did you say uncles?
Yeah. They still look at girls in this uniform and have thoughts.
No, but he literally was just like, we travel all around the world, so you know it's legal in some states. And then they were like, so what about some states? And she was like, yeah, we wait till we were 18, or we're not talking about those states. That's how they were talking about it. Very disgusting. Like, you knew it was wrong because you knew it wasn't legal, and then you're making jokes about the fact about what states it was legal in was when you lot were hooking up, and then said she was young enough to get it. Scary, absolutely scary. And I think
what year did they just...
This was a few. I don't remember the actual the year, but this was a while ago because this is when Angela Yee was still on the Breakfast Club. So this is it's probably over 10 years old or almost 10 years old.
But they're still grown ass men.
But they're still they're still. So this was when he was like 47 years old.
Yeah,
at this
so in reflection, he still doesn't think that he did anything.
He didn't think anything wrong. This is the point. So that's what I was trying to say. At this point, he doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. And then Brandy's like, for years she had to watch this man make light of their relationship in the public. She never speaks on it. You're making jokes and saying things like this. So actually, no, you were a grown-ass man and you took advantage of a 15-year-old girl, and it's not normal. She was a child. So let's not make it seem like this is normal. So she said, the shame ends here, the silence ends here. She was like, I'm not a fast girl with a crush. I was not a dramatic teenager who couldn't handle rejection. I was not an unstable assessed fan. I was a child. He was an adult, and it's time for the world to understand the difference. Period. And I think we talk about R. Kelly with everything that we think about of it all, and the fact that R. Kelly's situation with Aaliyah ended up in marriage, and there we can see the marriage and be like, oh yeah, that's wrong because they got married, so we knew for a fact that was going on. But this man has publicly said, yeah, I was dating Brandy. There's no mincing of his words. He is saying that he was with her when she was young. He should be in jail.
Is jail a bit too extreme?
No. What, because it was that many years ago, or because she was Brandy? Because if this was anyone's 15-year-old daughter and he was a teacher,
I think it's very difficult because obviously, like Kim said, this was the acceptable thing at the time. Unfortunately,
it's not
in defense.
No.
Kim said, "No, pull me into this."
And it's not to defend his actions at all, but I think it just becomes difficult where if this was almost like the industry standard, like
the cultural standard.
The cultural standard, yeah.
But let's not just make it about our community, because Woody Allen and them people there. Like,
yeah, and also and
so it's all wrong, is what I'm saying.
All of it's wrong. Yeah, all of it's wrong.
But how do we? I don't know that it's a thing that you can prosecute because it's not something that he like. We can't put him and R. Kelly in the same category, right?
Why? Oh, what? Because of what the other stuff that R. Kelly did?
Like,
well, we don't know what he did.
But this is one account that we're aware of.
He had at 22 years old sex with a 15-year-old girl and took her virginity. If this was not,
so we're not saying assault.
We're not saying assault. We're just saying
violence.
That this was underage, just a statutory rape, regardless of whether it's in the industry or not. This is rape? Because it's having sex with a minor is considered statutory rape. Oh. They can't consent.
That's why it's considered that.
So it is. This was not legal in LA. It wasn't. So technically, if this
was, you can get in trouble for it.
And you did it anyway, but you thought because it was normal.
In the clip, he said that they hopped states.
He literally said, yeah. In the clip, he says, "We only did it in states where it was legal, or we didn't do it in those states. We didn't do it in those, and they're laughing about it."
And that's what he says, obviously.
When we know that's not the case. Now, fair enough, but I think if we took the celebrity out of it, you're a nasty old man. You're a nasty old man whether you're famous. You're a nasty old man if whether or not you weren't. He's a singer, but if he was a teacher, you would want him in jail. It's Brandy, but if it was your daughter, you would want him in jail. She was 15.
It just wouldn't happen.
I could.
It wouldn't happen. Sonia Noelle would.
Okay,
Sonia Noelle would.
Say Grace, but if he was like, listen, I was 22. I didn't really know about these things, and I've learned with age. But there's no reflection.
There's no reflection and remorse. You're here making jokes. Yeah. She was old enough to get it. At 16?
Yeah.
You a nasty piece of work.
And I'm sure they have daughters and stuff now.
He's a nasty piece of work.
There's no growth. Think about your 15-year-old daughter.
I think there is a conversation that needs to happen because even that interview is probably in the context of the time where it was acceptable, and you're doing that somewhere like the Breakfast Club. So I think there is a discussion that needs to happen because he's just probably the latest person to be caught doing it.
No, but this is the thing. This is the thing. Nastiness in masses doesn't mean that it ain't nastiness.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You're still all nasty.
That's why I think it needs to be a conversation that's like, look, it's something that needs to be tabled as a discussion, like, and a conversation because, yeah, it's wild, but unfortunately, it was the thing that happened. And I do agree that I think the mum knew.
Yeah, he's making it seem like everyone was on the same playing field. Every single time he also in this clip was saying like, I was young. You may have been 22 and young in the grand scheme of things, but you weren't a child.
You weren't young.
You were old enough.
Yeah.
And there were other 20-year-olds plus thrown at you in Boyz II Men that you didn't need to be with this 15-year-old girl.
But why is it then we're tolerant or accepting of Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Well, I didn't think Beyonce was not 16 years old when he got together.
I heard that she was really young. And he was obviously...
I heard that Beyonce was dating that boy that she was in a relationship with until like 18, 19 years old. And then she started dating Jay-Z at 19. I think they met at 16. There's a picture of them with the group at 16. But I heard they were dating at 19. Although he was in like 30 years old or 29 or something like that at the time. So it still is like...
But she wasn't underage.
Okay. That I'm aware of. But I just think that people do say that because there's a picture of them when they were 16. But she was still dating that guy.
Right.
That she went to prom with, that everyone always says, I would hate to be him.
Like, actually, I'm fine.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Okay.
But there's other people, I think that's just crazy. This, to me, is on par with the Aaliyah and... Well, I mean, was he abusing Aaliyah? He wasn't abusing Aaliyah. Like physically? He was doing other things. I'm not saying he's R. Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the Aaliyah situation.
Right.
I think the Aaliyah situation is hide in a more of a bigger picture or seen demonized more because they got married. So there's something legal that shows that she lied about her age so they could get married. You're disgusting. Because you definitely was fucking that girl. Yeah. But we all know that they were fucking, but no one cares. Next. Jake Paul Like, sometimes I like Jake Paul, and then sometimes I'm like, you are a mess, sir, because you want to do all things. First, you want to be a wrestler, then you're a YouTuber, you're a streamer, then you're a boxer. Like, sit down. But what you're definitely not, Jake Paul, is a comedian. So the idea that you want to do a response to Druski's skit about conservative people and conservative women, and do blackface, and literally sat down with someone to be like, oh, so like, how I want to do this. Like, how do I go about doing this? Because I think that it would be funny. What's funny about it? Because Druski's was done out of like pure comedic timing, like thought, satire, literally. That's what he's doing. A few laughs, nothing that serious. But you wanting to do it in response of that is racism. Okay? You want to do it too. You guys want to be oppressed so bad. And it's not going to work. There's very much difference between whiteface and blackface. One for comedic results, and one with a history of negativity, degrading, insensitivity, all sorts of things throughout history. You're not about to just do it for a joke when it doesn't make any sense. And also, how do you plan to do it? Are you going to do black conservatives, or are you going to do the stereotypical trope of the black ghetto people, and you thinking you'll make a joke out of it? It doesn't make any sense as to what you're trying to do, because it's not of the times, it's not culturally relevant, it's not comedic. Hate it all. This is why they want to say nigger so bad. They want to do blackface so bad. They want to feel like their oppression is equal. It's never going to be. What are your thoughts on this? Do you want to see the skit? Nobody wants to know. He just came and said that he wants to do it. Also, if you're big and bad, just do the skit. But you wanted to do fillers to see how it was going to come out and if everyone's going to say anything. But God knows we're not here for it. No one asked for it. Even the white people were like, what for what?
Yeah. I want to talk about the times that you liked Jake Paul.
Yeah,
I liked Jake Paul when he was a YouTuber.
When they went out into the woods in China and disrespected people.
No, this was before all of that. That was after he was Jake Paul, like big Jake Paul. I used to watch Jake Paul when it was him and his brother, and they were like when they first were on YouTube. Okay. Then he turned it, and then he got money and started doing all of this stuff. But that's what they all seem to do. Do you know what I mean? Now, I respect him for also like trying different lanes. You know what I mean? Jack of all trades wants to try different things. 100%, go for it. I think he's disrespectful as hell. I think I do think he's kind of racist. Not even kind of. I think he is racist. Definitely prejudiced. If you don't want to say racist, but definitely prejudiced. And I think this is the issue when people have money and they feel like they have all the power and control to do whatever that they want to do without no regards and no repercussions. But I don't understand what was the need for this. Like, what made you, as a white man, because this is about white Republican women or conservative women, what made you think I watched that and thought I need to do a skit on this? Why?
Yeah. I'm looking at the 3 pictures, and I swear to God, my brain is processing it's 3 different people. Because I know that it's Druski on there.
But it's, yeah.
His face is so big.
But it's like, so he did big. So good.
And like Druski has done all sorts of skits. He's made fun out of all people. He's done black skits, like where he's making jokes about the hood niggas in the streets. Like he does it about everyone because he's
a girl that pretends she's mixed with anything.
Yeah, because he's a comedian. That is his job. This is what's funny. Everyone can get it. Equal opportunity for anything, right? So the fact that this is the one that you want to respond to doesn't make sense.
And also, black comedians, for better or worse, have been doing this for years. They've been doing this for years. And even if you want to take like a Medea or Eddie Murphy down to what's the comedian? Martin Lawrence, but also the one that has the special, Dave Chappelle. Mm-hmm. Like it's part of a black comedian's bag. Do you know what I mean?
Play all characters, no matter the race. Yeah, over him.
Do you think he's? I think it's rage bait content.
You think he's not gonna do it?
No, I don't think he will, man. I just no.
If he does it and nothing happens, it's just gonna show you how much. Well, I mean, we already know people don't really care about us. and the disrespect that we face.
Yeah.
It's obvious. But if he does it and there's no consequence to his actions, which I don't think there will be, that will just show you. Fuck J. Paul and all this anti-black shit that you want to come on the screen with. Like, I'm so sorry. There's nothing that you can say. You are not a comedian, so you're not going to make jokes out of anything politically what's happening right now. It's not of the times. You're not doing anything that's going to benefit us and as a culture move forward, make us laugh, make us learn something. Like, there's nothing other than you just being a hating ass man on a black man, because it makes no sense as to why you feel the need to retaliate. You are not a white conservative woman, so why are you the one that needs to show anyone or prove any lesson? Go sit down with your fake lace beard, because I know you have one. Another annoying, anyway, another person who is the hell out of me, Kim Zolciak from Real Housewives of Atlanta, ex-castmate. Croy, we knew that this was not a woman that you were supposed to marry, and everyone told you to stay away from her, but you decided that this is where you wanted to be, who you wanted to be with, and she has rinsed you for all of your money, given you all of these kids, stole money from her own children, and you've had enough. This is the same woman who had 2 daughters before she had kids with him. And they were on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they obviously were getting fees for being on the show. They would also have endorsement deals. One of her daughters, Ariana, now is on a new show on Bravo, and she basically on the show was saying how they spent all her money. They filed for bankruptcy. She lost all this money. She's been stealing her kids' money for years. They thought that when they turned 18, they were going to get like this lump sum. No money, because she spent all of it. She's an alcoholic, and she's terrible with money. She's now out filming whatever show she's filming. They've got a divorce. To be fair, they're not even divorced. And I think he filed for divorce years ago. But they're still dealing with their divorce. And now she's lost custody of the kids. So she was meant to have shared custody with him. And part of the agreements was that she was meant to go to therapy and go to counseling with these kids. Now that she's off filming whatever show she is doing, now she's with whatever man that she is with, allegedly, she doesn't want to didn't show up to these therapy sessions. So Croy went to the judge as he could, and filed an injunction so that it could be pulled. She's saying that it's not fair because she's out here trying to make money, but at the same time, your kids are more important. And if you also knew that you needed to be at this place before because you were contractually obligated to be there, that meant you knew the schedule. And when you knew the schedule, you should have told your lawyers. You should have told the judge. You should have told your kids. You should have told Croy. So that doesn't mean anything. And I also want to point out to all those men out there that act like they can't do nothing for their kids or stand up for their kids. You see, Croy, as soon as it wasn't working for his kids, guess where he went? To the law, to the courts. And guess where she is now? Without custody of her children. Do you see? So that favoritism thing that you guys like to say all the time about women having favoritism in the courts, look at this one here. Bad mom, no kids. No more access. So how about we should use our rights like Croy did, who's a real man, taking care of all his kids. Kim, you have never came across as a good mother. Not you, Kim. Kim Z. But Kim, you've never come across as a good mother. And I feel like your eldest children give you so much grace and they adore you because, you've given them this life in terms of being a celebrity and they're milking it for all that they can. But actually, you're a sad excuse for a mother. But yeah, we'll be happy to see you on the next iteration of whatever reality TV show that you're on. Apparently, you're filming something with Bravo again. That's great. I hope that is better for you and worth you losing custody of your kids. But anyway, next. I don't understand. I think we've just done three stories now. This is being the third of others doing some weird stuff. Kim was to her own people, so that's got nothing to do with me. But this and Jake Paul, anti-black. This influencer what's her name?
Lauren.
Lauren. Where's my slide? Lauren Blake, okay, has been called out because she has stolen, not even like stolen a concept. She has stolen the whole picture and lied that she was at the US Open when she was not. You was not. She took this black Instagram model's picture, Tatiana, terrible with names, honey. I'm so sorry. Tatiana, babe, gorgeous girl. She was at the Miami Open like 2 years ago, by the way, mind you. This is not even like a recent video, a recent image. Took this girl's picture, imposed her face using AI onto this girl's body, and then posted it as if she was at the US Open. So you lied about the body. You lied about the experience. You was never there. That's what's even more fucked up. It's not even like she took the picture because she was there and then she maybe wanted to have like a different angle, or she didn't get the picture that she wanted. She was never there. So then this woman, Laura, comes out and says, I apologize. This was a problem. It was my team. They used AI. They generated this picture. Had never seen the original. Didn't know it was coming from. I just thought AI created this image out of thin air. That's a lie. It's so spot on that it had to be a reference image. Like AI doesn't do that. Like it doesn't just take an image. You don't type something in and it pulls an image out of nowhere and creates something that's exact to what you're referencing, unless you actually put up a reference image. You gave a reference image, whether it was you or your team. You knew this image, you pulled it, and you said, put my face on her picture. Weird. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like this Laura girl is actually AI. Because the response that she gave...
Isn't she a TV anchor or something like that?
Well, apparently, but is she? I thought she was just an influencer.
I don't know.
It's giving AI. And maybe she is real. We've seen her on TV. But all I know is, from the images I've seen, they are very crisp.
Listen, the skin color. If you look beyond that...
Right. Well, there's a lot of blackfishing in this world where these girls are tanning beyond, but literally nothing has changed other than the image of her like putting her face on it. And then was all like, I'm so sorry, it's me and my team. Why are you using AI to post pictures anyway? But if you're using AI, why are we doing on experiences you never at? You lied. This is like a fake lifestyle. That's embarrassing. And this woman has 2-point-something million followers. So it's fake. Mm-hmm. And that's another issue with social media anyway. It's like, you guys want to be popular off fake experiences. Yeah. It's not real. It's not truly who you are. So what are you influencing? Yeah. Life? It's a fake life.
And you're having people aspire to
be something that you are not even yourself. Like, you are not a small waist girl with nice boobs and tan skin, girl. It's not giving. And an LV bag at the US Open. It was never that for you. And you lied. And then blamed your team. So if you're going to lie, like if you're going to do it, stand in it. And at the same time as well, if you are the face of something, then you are the one that has to take it. You have to take the heat. So apologize for yourself, for the work of your team, and do that. Don't blame anyone else. Because you had to have proved it. Okay, so we are here to talk about the dumbest rapper of all time. Like, I actually think he is the dumbest rapper of all time. Pooh Shiesty is known for doing all sorts of nonsense, and we know there's no cap in his raps. Okay, fine, whatever. You was in jail. You just came out 6 months ago. And while you're on house arrest and on monitor, you decided that you're going to go run up on Gucci. Okay, fair enough. You're in this contract. You maybe have realized that this is giving slave contract. And you want out. Fair enough. Okay, you put your little first day out track. A week later, it wasn't first day out. But hey, yeah, it did well. And the money maybe is not coming in the way that you thought it was going to come in. Fine. So you said, Gucci, I want to have a conversation with you. We need to go over this contract. Let's talk business. And you, with your ankle monitor, bring your 8 people to run up in that place while it's on camera. Again, you're on monitor. You're on camera. You go to this building and you hold a Glock to this man's and kidnap him. You snatch his jewels. And you and your team leave. First of all, you force him to sign a contract to let you out of the contract, right? Then you take these jewels and you and your team for the next couple of weeks are on social media, bling, 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 with all Gucci's teams. And you thought because Gucci was a man of the streets that nothing would happen to you because you thought he wouldn't snitch on the world. But guess what? You're on tag. You went to house arrest. There's also cameras. There are also other people that are not for the streets, yeah, that don't want to be involved, that snitched and called the police and said, absolutely no, he came into this building with regular citizens, civilians that are just there to do their job and were scared because you and your roughnecks came in with guns threatening everybody. And now you're arrested. And what makes it even worse is this dum-dum brought his dad. So not only is he to help with the rent, because his dad's tugger too. Yeah. His dad's tugger too. So apparently him on tag, his daddy, who also got some shit going on, went up there with their little friends and did that. And not only did you do it while you're also, like I said, on tag. So when you turn left on whatever street that office was on, someone was tracking you, you idiots. When you go into the building, the cameras are tracking you, you idiots. And then when you steal his jewelry, you're on social media rocking the jewelry, you idiot. Like, what is that? Dumb. So now they're all arrested. And now it's a Fed case because apparently they've been coordinating this over state lines, taking this jury over state lines. And these are the same Feds, yeah, that were after Thug, that are now on Dirk. They are looking for a win. they lost to Thug, they lost to Diddy. They're now on you, sir, and you made it easy. The reason why Dirk is sitting in jail because they don't know what they can get on him yet. They're still building the case. But you, case closed, delivered. Why? Because you was on tag when you did it and they tracked you. You were on camera when you did it and you brought your daddy. If you're an idiot, send your daddy, you stay home. You just came back. Like, you're the cash cow. Like, you're the one bringing in the money. Like, you go and sit back, like, allegedly Dirk did. You finance, maybe. You tell people what to do, maybe. But you don't go and do it while on tag. Huh?
You said, you financed it, baby. And then you don't do something, maybe. like what? Like, I actually can't believe that someone would be so dumb when you're only 6 months out of being out of jail.
Maybe you want to go back? Get something in there.
Well, at that point, the nigga's gay because you want to be with the Billions so bad. Like, why do you want to? Yeah. But that's what I'm like, at this point, when a man wants to be in jail so bad, I question about whether or not you are gay. Because I can't see you coming home to your family after all this time. You're on tag. Like, why you would do something this extreme and think that, do you know what someone said in the comments which made me laugh so bad? Is Pooh Shiesty woke up in jail still on contract to Gucci Mane. So the reason why you went there and did this dumb thing, you're still gonna be on contract, babe. Like, at the end of the day, he could literally just say I'd signed it under duress. Because he did. Because it's on camera when you went up in the building. And you can never say you wasn't there because you was on tag. And they saw you go to that address. And I feel like they were hoping that Gucci, because he's from the streets and, you know, he's about that life, that he wasn't going to say anything, although he's a grown-ass man now and is out of that. But also at the same time, there were other people involved and around that are regular people that, yeah, I'm going to sing like a canary to the police. What was you expecting? This is not the 90s. You're not Suge Knight. Like, who do you think you are? So yeah, what do you think about this, Ken?
It's a mess, really. I mean,
I like your shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. To be fair, I feel like you covered it. Yeah, you covered that pretty well. Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm just like so surprised that this kind of Suge Knight behavior is still happening in this grown ass age when it's 2026. Everything is recorded. Why would you do that? Like,
so what exactly did he do? He went up into this building,
threatened them with a gun to sign his contract for my release because he's not happy. And Gucci signed it.
And then
they robbed him. And then they went on, and then they're out all on social media, all him and all of, I think it was 8 people, and they were able to identify, I think 6 of them, based on the fact that all 6 of them, other than him and his dad, basically, because they all had different pieces of this man's jewelry that they're showing for those couple of months. So this happened in January.
Kidnapping and not robbery.
I don't know the role of kidnapping, but I think it was basically because he was confined without being able to leave.
Like a robbery.
Did this all happen in his house?
No, this happened in like an office, like building situation.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think
like unlawful detainment kind of thing, but they like kidnapping. Do you know what I mean?
What I will say is, I guess like this is where it's important. But I mean, clearly he's got the same people that he probably had in his camp from before.
His stupid daddy.
Yeah, there should be someone to say to you like, maybe this isn't the move.
No, but his dad is about that life. So he's following in his dad's footsteps. So his dad is not giving him good advice. Your dad's an idiot. Because no son of mine is going to come and be involved in something like that, period. You would think that you're a grown-ass man. Man obviously like must be in his late 50s. And you're here doing runs with your son. Like,
what's this contract?
Pardon?
Is it bad?
Record contract.
No, and the thing about it is, people have been saying that the contracts for Gucci are terrible, apparently, right? So I'm not saying that you don't have a right to feel how you feel about your contract, but go to the courts, or again, send somebody else to do it. Like this is the bit that doesn't get like, do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough, Dirk is in prison now because he's been accused allegedly of paying for things done on his behalf, right? But there's a level of
that's what you're telling him to do.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but there's a level of deniability there. I could have been. I'm a good person helping my man's out with some money because he's hard done by, and I want him to do well in life. I don't know what he was doing. Deny. Do you know what I mean?
But he's still sitting in jail.
But he might come out, which is the reason why he's still in jail is because they're still trying to build the case and they're dragging it out because they don't have a full proof case, which is sad because of the prison system in the US. They can do shit like that. I think it's awful. They think he appeals. They're saying that he is a threat and danger to society due to the money that he has and his influence, which is why he's there. It's not fair. I don't think that's fair. He should be outside. However, what still you don't do is go up there with a tag on. Like, that's walking around doing crimes with an air tag. Why would you do that?
We know firsthand.
Or live stream.
How people...
On live stream. Yeah. Oh, and then... Go on, sorry. And then also, apparently, he's just an idiot anyway. Because I must have saw a clip. Did you watch Joe Budden?
Yeah.
I was watching Joe Budden, and they basically were saying that how there was a time when he was on live stream with Ben, right? And he was basically like, his parole officer called and he was like, yeah, I'm at home. Mind you, you're rolling around on live stream in a car doing an interview with someone and you have the cheek to be like, yeah, I'm at home. You think no one's going to see this? You don't think anyone's going to clip? He's an idiot. Pooh Shiesty is an idiot.
All I'm saying is that we know many people that move bold on house arrest.
Well, yes, but the thing about it is those people ain't famous people, and those people are not being watched 24. Those people are not being watched 24/7, and those people are on Instagram Live. Those people are also not doing things with guns. Those people that we know of. Well, yeah, true. But I just find it ridiculous. Sorry, your dad's an idiot. If I was your dad, I would have took the charge. I would have handled it in my way. If you want to do it the streets way, if that's the case, then I would have got my people to do it. And I would have taken the charge and dealt with it for you so you could just be outside free.
Well, maybe the bigger issue here, what this is really highlighting is some dads maybe be jealous of their own kids. Because that would be the sensible thing. Like, if you know that's the person that makes money, yeah, you go and do that. Like, you would keep him well clear of it, but you want to drag your son into the gutter like you.
No, literally.
Well, I don't know if it's jealousy or just idiocy.
I'm sorry. I don't
think
I don't even know if it's the jealousy. I just think that they're dumb as fuck,
I don't
and
know,
they want to
he's
ride
smart
out.
enough to conquer that.
But it could be because it's like if that is literally your cash cow. Like
No,
that's
honestly,
your son, that's your cash. Like, why would you want him to do the same shit that you're doing? That's the person.
It's about the code. It's about the principle.
it's the principle,
But
it's the
that's what
honor,
I'm
it's the ego, it's the honor, it's all the things.
But how
Even
much
Pooh
more
Shiesty
ego-
would have been like, I don't want to just let anyone do it. I want to be the one in Gucci's face to make him do it.
But
That's
if
the
you're-
ego we're talking about.
if
And
you're his
ego will
dad-
have you in prison for 20 years. Idiot.
But if you're his dad, there's nothing like you're the person that can speak to him and be like, "Nah,
His
listen,
dad's not
you
smart.
Stay home."
You're talking about smart men. This man's not smart.
And I believe if you're signing a contract, he has to be there.
You have to be what?
You have to be in person to sign a contract.
Yeah.
You could go and intimidate Gucci
Again, and
Send
also,
him
what's
out.
crazy as well is like when you first signed the contract, like you wanted to be on so bad that you obviously didn't read it.
Could he? Can he?
Listen, because if you're moving like this at this point, you're just giving literate.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. Like none of this makes sense to me. It could have been easily avoided. Go to get a lawyer and speak about it like that. Do you know what I mean? Again, people have said that these contracts are not good. This is not the first artist under his label that has had an issue. Well, obviously someone died. One of them died the other day. Not the other day, a few years ago. Do you know what I mean? There've been people that had negative things to say about his contracts. So you might be right in how you feel. You might be right in the situation, but the way you handle it is not right, baby. Like, it doesn't work like that. You do not get to move out of the streets and bring that mentality to corporate spaces and think that these people are not going to snitch on you. People are also saying like Gucci is a snitch and a snake because apparently he helped identify 3 of the people. Maybe not to the point where he gave names, but it's in the report, right? But it wasn't brought because of Gucci. It was brought because he was on camera and there were other people that brought this up.
Yeah, he's
Also, you violated your parole because you meant to be in house arrest.
Yeah, because Gucci's not pressing charges, is he?
No.
Yeah.
But it's also
But they don't need to because the Fed is.
for people to be identifying that as an issue. If I got held up at gunpoint,
Right.
robbed, I have the right to report it.
This man has like, and I get it, he's from the streets and the street honor and the code or whatever. But at this point, I'm 50-something years old. I'm married with many kids. I'm not about that life anymore. I've changed my life around, and you want to do this stuff and think that it's okay. Like, can we get over this whole snitching culture, this whole street thing mentality? Like, get over it. Yeah. It's not working for nobody, obviously. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to something fun.
There you go.
Okay, so I was watching this episode of Pop the Balloon, and I want to have you guys listen to this, and then I want to get your feedback on what this guy said, okay? So we're going to play the clip.
I really want to go home with a girl that, I've got 2 of my guys say no to you, so I don't really want to go home with a girl that, the guys are like, nah, I don't want to. Yeah, so that's why I popped it.
Maybe elaborate that on me a bit more. So are you saying like you're someone that obviously your friends, I'm guessing guys that said, no, you're cool with, you want a girl that maybe your friends are very much like, I want her. Yeah, explain it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be with a girl that your guys will be like, yeah, man, that's a girl, but you don't want to be with a girl that they'll be like, I turned her down. Okay. And then like 2 of your guys turned her down. Okay. And then she's your queen, so you're definitely seeing something that, or not seeing something that they saw. So yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't understand it, to be honest. Yeah. I don't think it makes sense. It's a bro code, so you understand what he's saying. Yeah. Okay.
But can you?
So not only did he say this, but the other men also agreed. So basically, what he's saying is, in Pop the Balloon, he's friends with a few people on the roster. I don't know what you want to call it, the lineup, and they pop their balloon for this girl. So although he said that, yeah, she's cute, I'm gonna pop mine because if obviously she's not cute enough, if my friends didn't unpop. So he's saying he can't date someone that his friends don't find attractive. They obviously see something in her that he's not seeing. So whether he likes her or not, he's not gonna pick her because it's bro code.
I'm glad they're starting to say it out loud.
Ken, please speak for your fellow man, because I'm so confused.
I can't relate.
What do I
would
say week after week?
What?
Men love other men.
Yeah.
Men want to impress.
This is we said this is the other side of misogyny.
I think it's just
every week.
It's an immature mentality, because I think maybe when you're a bit younger, some people might be lost in that kind of idea, but as grown men, also you must not understand the premise of the show, I guess, because someone's like, I mean, it's popped the balloon, right? Mm-hmm. So I just think it's an immature mentality. I think it's a weird comment to make.
Would you date someone that your friends didn't think was attractive?
Yeah.
Would you feel?
Because I'm not dating. I'm dating the person based on my attraction to them, not based on my friend's attraction to them. That's weird.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Do you have friends that you feel like date like this?
No. And I'm glad that I don't. We all have different
I do think you're a different caliber of man, so maybe we're asking the wrong person, which thank God you're like this, because we don't want you to be like that. But I actually do think that is common. Yeah. I actually think that as a black woman, especially a dark-skinned black woman, there are men that do find dark-skinned women attractive but wouldn't date a dark black woman because they think that what their friends find acceptable is like light-skinned women with curly hair, and then they want that type of woman on their side because they think that their friends don't find those women attractive. Yeah.
It's also just such a weird conversation to have. Like when we're younger, I get it, but like at this age, like, do you show a girl to your friend and be like, "Yeah, this is who I'm talking to"? Like,
there are men that are attracted to women that are bigger, but because they think that their friends would laugh at a bigger girl, or maybe not explicitly said to them, "Oh, why are you dating that fat girl?" But maybe they've seen in conversations when they're talking about girls, or they bring up pictures of girls that they find attractive, and their friends are like, nah.
Group chat is
active. Yeah, or the group chat. Yeah, you're putting a girl in the group chat like, "Oh, look at this girl, she's so fine," and then your friends are like, "I don't really think she's cute." Or, that then makes you pick someone else.
Or when they have previously gassed up a girl that you've liked. That's might be a dopamine hit. That must be
Then you're like, oh,
like you know, bagged. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's wanting the approval.
Yeah, right? Or you see all of your friends dating a type of woman, and everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, she's gorgeous, da, 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 da. And then you know that if you brought in a different girl, bar big or whatever, they might not give the same level of like encouragement or excitement that you're in a relationship now because you're with this person.
I just find that such a weird mentality because you're not going home with your boys. You're going home with that girl. So it's like, if I like her, like, it doesn't matter what other people's opinions of her
and also I just find it strange if you have all the same type.
Yeah, that creates problems as well in itself. Like I said, luckily for me, not even luckily, but just generally, that we have different tastes. There's some overlap with some friends, but for the most part, like, it's different tastes. But even where there is overlap, it's more a respect thing. Like, okay, yeah, I see that. That's, do you know what I mean? And we just have a code. Like, no one's gonna step on anyone's toes or anything like that. Like, so.
Have any of men in your group chat ever been like, oh, this is a girl that I'm like dating or I'm interested in? Has anyone ever been like, no, she's buzz? Like, actually, like, out loud for real? Like,
that's a wild thing to say. Yeah,
like, I feel like, well, I don't know.
Because if your friend's happy, you should be happy.
No, 100%. But I feel like I don't know if that's maybe a negative mindset of like what we're, you know. Yeah. But I feel like there might be some guys that are like, oh, for real, that's her. Like, maybe they'll be like, she's ugly, but they'll be like, oh, this is you, yeah. Okay.
if this is you, yeah, can read one way or the other, boy.
Yeah, well,
it covers all.
If you really,
that's why they say it.
If you really like a girl, I don't think you put her in a group chat. Like, you're setting someone up.
Honestly, yes. So I feel like girls do that too. Like, when you're dating someone, sometimes you're like sending the pictures and stuff like that. But when the guy that you actually really like for real, you're not gonna show your girls all of the pictures of all the things.
Unless
do you know what I mean?
You first meet them.
Yeah, you send that one picture when they date, when you're first like, I met someone. Other than that, that's it.
Yeah.
Even then, it's like, look, don't get me wrong. Of course, you might like, and more than, do you know what? More than a group chat, it's gonna be one of your friends. Like, if I'm talking to someone, like, oh yeah, this is who I'm talking to, blah blah, I'm gonna send it to a friend just to be like, and it's not even
Are
it's
you
not even for that
checking
friend's
that
approval.
There's no overlap?
No. It's not even for that friend's approval. It's just like that person knows me well. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it's just for me to. It's like I don't know. It's just like a terms of reference. I'm not seeking your approval.
Yeah, I think I do that. We do that with our friends too. Do you know how you know that your friend doesn't find the person attractive? It's normally they're like, "Oh yeah,
so happy for you."
No, they'll say it's so happy for you, but then they'll be like, "Yeah, that's a bit of you," or like, "That's your type." Like that's like really your type. They'll say things like that instead of being like, "Oh, he's good looking." Like if someone was like, "You're good looking," you're like, "Oh, he's good looking."
Yeah, I don't agree
because I feel like
maybe that's you lot's code.
My good looking is someone else. Might not be someone else's good looking, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. Like I have my type.
Yeah,
I can see how.
But that's what I'm saying. We're not saying that he's ugly, but he's just not.
But me saying.
But now you're doing the thing that you're telling other people to do, because if you put the person's picture in and you don't get the reaction of, "Oh, he's good looking," and it's just, "Oh, that's a bit of you," how does that change how you feel?
It doesn't, because I know. Listen, most of the people that I've dated, my friends didn't find them attractive.
Yeah.
Because that's like they like
interpretation's important too, because it's not that you're looking for someone's approval, but you rank or you acknowledge how different people respond. If I say like that's a bit of you, it's because it's like generally I know you've dated this height, this weight, this job, whatever, and so it's like this tracks in your trend, right?
Yeah, but that normally comes after. Oh, he's good looking. That's a bit of you. If there's not any,
but that's only if he's good looking to me. And
which means you don't find him attractive.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. But that's just so.
No, I don't think so, because there can be someone that's handsome, attractive, but just not my type.
But you would say that he's handsome.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm trying to say. If he's not my type, but I find him handsome, I'd be like, "Oh, he's handsome," and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, he's definitely your type." But if I don't find him handsome, I'd be like, "That's definitely your type."
No, because that was shady.
The tone change.
Because that is
exactly nuance.
No, but
that's how girls do it. We're not like, "Oh, he's ugly." We'll be like, "Oh, that's a bit of you, babe."
Wow.
That's when they are like, you really find them unattractive.
Oh, that's your type. It's a bit on brand for you.
I see you.
Dog face niggas.
No,
same trend going.
There's a trend.
Unattractive. There is not my type, but I still see why you see.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think, but I think
unattractive.
most of us are not saying unattractive, just not my type.
But if you're not unattractive, then you're handsome enough.
I'll do that to if my friend sends me a girl that they're talking to or whatever. It's like, "Oh yeah, that's you. That's your type. Like that's you," because I know what your type is. So it's like.
It does mean that you think she's unattractive.
Yeah. Like, because some people can exist in this place where it's like, I may not find you attractive. You're not attractive to me, but you are. Do you know what I mean? You're obviously attractive. I can see objectively that you're attractive. And I know that you're my
okay,
type.
fair. But you wouldn't say, "Oh, that's so cute."
No, just say that. That's you. Like, I have a
that's
friend that
you.
likes
That's just
Amazonian girls. I'll be like, like, if he sends me a girl, I'll be like, "Yeah, that's your type."
Plus, I don't really throw out compliments like that anyway. Like, you have to be my for me to be like, yeah.
Unless you're fire. If she's
that's
absolute
compelled.
fire, then I'll be like,
"Wow, bro,
yeah,
you did that."
And even then, I feel like you have to do it like
tastefully, because that's still someone he's dating.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
If it's just a smash, that's different.
Okay, but back to the show. I feel like everybody knows that it has this reputation of trying to be like as harsh as possible or as funny as possible. So I think even this is a thought that people might not say out loud, but this environment encourage people to
say things like this. I just find it really strange, honestly. I'm just like,
is this
you found this girl? This is the girl.
No, is this that influencer?
Mary Musa, yeah. So it's UK.
So UK on Netflix?
No, just on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I just find it really strange. I don't care if my friends pop a balloon on a guy that I find attractive. I don't want my
competition.
If anything, I don't want my friends to find my man attractive like that anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. But this is when I question.
I get it. There's a small.
I just question it because
there's
I'm
a
just
small-
like, do you
yeah.
like women or do you just like to impress the men that you're with?
Yeah. There's a small part that I get if you're seeking that element of like, okay, yeah, like I think she's nice. Does everyone else think she's nice? Like, there is the mentality that some guys want to be with a girl that other guys also find attractive. Like, as in, it's almost like reinforcement that what I find attractive is what other people find attractive.
And I hear it.
Which is
it's childish.
Exactly.
No, I get because I get the point, and I get it. You don't want. I mean, who wants to be with someone who I guess that everyone thinks is ugly? Maybe I get it, but at the same time, it's just like, but if you,
because you can go Vegas or anything,
and no one cares. You know what I mean?
No reports.
Fair, but at the same time, if you find her attractive, we're gonna just stop yourself from liking someone based on the other people's opinion, but you yourself find them attractive. That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
These are the same guys that wouldn't even be able to hold down a baddie because they'll be stressing every time she goes to the club.
Well, that's the other
side. That's no thing.
AF.
Because are you going to complain when I'm wearing what I'm wearing? Yeah. Anyways, okay, so let's go on to the next clip because there's another clip I wanted to get your reaction from. This one is about being cheap.
So y'all tell me, am I being cheap or does this just make sense? So we're eating at our restaurant. It's literally footsteps away from the beach, like we're on the beach. And Liv wanted to eat here, so they come and ask, do you want still or sparkling water? And y'all know me, when I hear still and sparkling, my eyes light up because I want the tap. I am not paying for none of the water. So we just say, all right, let's get the still. They come down here and bring the still water, and it's literally the exact same water bottle that we have in our room. And I said, how much is that water bottle? They said 1,600 rupees. No, 160 rupees, which is like $4. You want me to pay $4 for the same water that I got in my room? Hell no. So I walked upstairs, grabbed my own bottle of water, and brought it back down because ain't no way I'm about to pay for $4 when we already got that in the room. You know how your mom used to say, oh, we got that at the house? Yeah, I got that at the house. But Liv was like, why would you do that? Go out of your way to go do that because, explain to them.
We have $4.
Yes, we have $4, but the reason why we have $4 is because we don't spend $4 on...
That's not the reason. You make money to spend money.
We don't waste money. Look at these views. We're going to enjoy the views, enjoy the water from the room, and enjoy the time with my wife. So
there's a part of me that's like, if you want to go up and get that water, that's on you because I'm doing it. But at the same time, it's $4, sir. We're having this beautiful breakfast. We're having this beautiful moment. We're eating this beautiful breakfast. We're looking out at the sea. And you're going to get up, ruin the moment to save $4?
I agree.
I think that's ridiculous. Like, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
This is the type of shit you can get off with your wife.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, because she's already locked in. Yeah. Someone in the comments was like, she looks ick.
It's two things. Yeah. Not only did you get up in the middle of this romantic thing to go and get the water to save $4, and I'm here by myself because you don't want to spend $4, it's that you came back and then got your mic out and said, let's make content.
Let's make content about it. I just find this ridiculous.
Whole day is ruined.
Yeah.
I think the whole
and I actually...
that's still
she's icked. Yeah. She's icked out. She's icked out. Everyone literally was just like, it's icky. Yeah. The thing about it is as well, it's just like the idea that if we, take care of the pennies, so you have the pounds. I get the concept of that. But $4 on a trip and vacation of water.
I thought he was talking about some
little bottle, it's a bigger bottle of water.
ml.
Yeah, it's like a little bottle of water.
It's a substantial.
It's a lot of water.
It's worth $4.
Also, the time
I've spoken to someone who orders still and sparkling water to the table.
But also, why not? But also at the same time, you stood up from your thing. You was away from me for more than 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So you could go upstairs to go get this water to bring downstairs for this, so we can drink the same room temp water when they're bringing fresh water.
Because it's like, are we saving $4? Are you spending $4 on the walk up to your hotel?
Yeah, your time
away from me.
Oh God, don't do that.
And
is that worth the $4?
What's not worth the $4 is the fact that he ain't gonna get action for the rest of the holiday. That is not worth it. But
no, she's still gonna get action with him. She's married to him.
I don't know, that face.
Like, I don't want to make it seem like it's that deep because there's nothing wrong with this man.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not that deep. It's playful. It's funny.
He's obviously taking her on a lovely.
He's taking on a lovely holiday. Beautiful. Yeah. She said that. She said no. The reason why we have $4 to spend is because you make money. He was saying it as if we saved our way here. No, babe, you make money, which is why we're here. Yeah. Not because you save $4 every now and again.
I would do some shit like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Would you really?
If I was married, I would. Yeah.
I don't imagine you can walking up to the hotel room
to save $4. That's a lie.
I think it's like it's
say $4. If it was
like $15 or something like that, I'm like, okay, I can understand. When he said $4, I was like, what?
Yeah, because it's
$14. You have to trench in the sand.
And the sand is walking in the sand is hard, you know. That's calf muscle that you're using to cross over this sand. Go wait for the elevator to go upstairs into your room. Go to your room, collect water, come back downstairs for $4. Go sit down, babe. You are not broke.
With the water that they might assume is theirs anyway, put it
on the lid and put it on the bill anyway.
Yeah, like it's something that I feel like is more banterous than really being like, oh no, I'm doing this really.
But he did it.
No, he did it.
He did it though.
The banter was after.
So what's the banter if he did it?
I think maybe it could have even been like, right, wait, this is $4. We got the same bottle upstairs. It's like I should just go and get it. And she's like, yeah, no, you won't. And it's like,
no, don't invent excuses for him. She would have said that if that was the case.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I think we can laugh about it and be like, I can't believe they charge us $4 for the bottle of water we have upstairs. But don't fix him out to tell me you're going to go and get it.
It was icky, I'm not gonna lie.
I'd be like, I'll get it.
$10. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm not
she's a convenience babe.
I'm a convenience babe. Like I'm a DIY babe. I will do a little extra 1-2 instead of just paying for it. I'm not a pay for it just to get by, right? Well, I am, but in a different way. No, I am, sorry. I am a pay to get by kind of person, but also I'm a DIY babe if I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
In this situation, if it's not more than $15 and if it's over 500 mils, that makes sense. It's $4.
And I'm saying this, and you know I'm not a frivolous person.
So we order and tap on bottle and sparkling water to the table, but yeah.
I just think that like some people just like you should be grateful you're on vacation. Like let him do whatever he wants. If he wants to go and get it, like why do you care? Like don't make a big fuss out of it. No one's really making a big fuss out of it. It's not that serious. But I just do think it's weird that you would rather spend time going upstairs to do this whole thing, bring out the camera, let's talk about it, instead of just enjoying our trip and spending $4. It's $4. Those, you know, that's who annoys me. Those people that go on these trips and haggle their way down. Every minute we're haggling. Just pay the money. Just pay the money. Like convert is $4. We're like, oh, we can get for $2. Like no, like just enjoy the trip. Like this haggling life, like no, it's tiring, and it just takes away from just the niceness of the trip. Just tap the card. Like obviously, if you're on a budget, fair. But $4?
Yeah, it's not that then.
Fair.
By the way, that was one time.
One time what?
That I ordered sparkling and still.
Oh, I wasn't even referring to a specific time when you ordered both, but you've ordered both?
I have. But why are you accusing me of something you're saying I don't have reference for?
Oh, no, I think it was talking about you've ordered still and like in separate occasions. Like you're someone who orders that to the table instead of just having tap. But but you're talking about this particular time when you ordered both. So you out bougieed his bougie of you, to be honest.
You've implicated yourself. That's fine. Yeah.
Because mine is also not about money. It's the health stuff.
Oh yes.
It's true.
Boho, babe.
You can't drink tap water from everywhere. I'll say that. Yeah. So we're done here for episode 10. We're here. Yay. Episode 10. Yay! We made this. We've been doing this consistently for 10 weeks. 10 episodes. We're in double figures. They say most podcasts don't make it past 7 episodes. We're here in the 10s. How about that? We're in the top 30%. I don't know what the percentage is, but here wherever it is. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's been watching and listening. Obviously, Ken and Kim, KKs, I really appreciate you guys because this is something I wanted to do for a while, but also the fact that like consistency is a problem for me. Like, I'm a start and stop type of babe, can't lie. But it's really good when you can share the load and you have people to like bounce off as well. Love you guys down, even when sometimes I can be
a diva.
A little bit of a diva. I'm a diva because like the lighting and the stuff and the sound, not because of just anything else, guys. Don't think that I'm just out here doing Brandzilla or Podcastzilla on these people, because I'm not. But you know what I mean? But it's just like we want it to be good, we want it to be perfect. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Fingers crossed in the next couple of weeks we'll be having some guests and adding some new elements. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about where we're at right now?
And you would get here. TBH.
By viral force.
Yeah.
I think I'm surprised how quickly it's come.
No, honestly, 10 weeks gone quick.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was just like, oh right.
2.5 months.
Yeah.
No, that feels like 2.5 months.
It does, but at the same time,
it felt like 2.5 months. No.
At the same time, it can still feel like that amount of time. You know, when it's like when you actually look back and you're like, oh yeah, it's 2.5 months, but in the moment you're like, right, it's 10.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't feel like we've done this 10 times. I mean, we've done it more than 10 times because, you know, but it doesn't feel like, yeah, we've done testers, but it doesn't feel like that. In the next coming weeks, you're going to see different versions of the show because I'm going away. So we're going to film while we're on vacation. We're also in the plans of building out a full set for the pod. So we're moving up in the world and we're going to get some new things going on.
No one is more excited about that than us.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, because then we'll just have this set up. But yeah, 10 episodes. When we get to 20, guys, it's going to be
fireworks.
It's going to be fireworks. We're going to have more.
Quickly 2.5 more months are going to come.
Yeah, I know, but it just doesn't feel that. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, as I said, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. We now have a TikTok, so follow us on TikTok as well. Follow us on Instagram. We're going to try and up the clips as well. So it's not just going to be a little recap. We're going to also have like the segments broken down for you. Please let me know what kind of content you would like to see. Did you like the reactions element of this episode? Are you excited about interviews? Potentially, would you like to see Tiye out and about doing certain things, Botox, etc.? Please let me know in the comments. We would love to know. But yeah, see you. Oh, and if anybody wants to come and sponsor our show, I am here for it. Brought to you by whoever you want to be. Okay? Do you know what I mean? So we're down and open for all of the things. We're down to try. Like, you guys are on this journey with us. So we will try different things, try different segments. We're here for the long run. So we've got a long way to go. And for now, we are on episode 10. So see you guys on episode 11. Bye.